put the proverbial nail in the coffin here. Bottom of the 7th. 9-3 Tom Sox lead. The first pitch to Dial. Breaking ball misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. You wonder how much longer they're planning on leaving Starling out there. Came in the 6th. Inherited 1 runner. Stranded him. But has struggled since. 1-0. That one misses as well. 2 balls and no strikes. The lefty, Dial today. It's 1 for 3. Scored twice. He walked once. 2 RBIs. 2-0 misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Really struggling to find the strike zone here is Starling. Takes a second to compose himself. Kicks some dust off the rubber. Regains his footing. Now, glove to his chest. Looks in. Has his sign. Ready? Here's the 3-0. That one right in there. 3 balls and a strike. If you're Starling, all you need is 1 pitch to get out of this inning. Limit the damage to only 1 run. If you're Charlottesville, all you need is 1 pitch. Put 4 more runs up on the board. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Full count, and the runners will be off now. Bases are loaded. 3-2. Jason Roberts steps out in front of the plate, reminds his infield the runners are going. With the pitch. Outfield playing slightly to pull. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung, hit on the ground to first base, fielded over there by Becker, takes it to the bag himself, and that'll retire the side. So the Tom Sox do get a run, but serious damage is avoided by Gant Starling. We're going to the top half of the 8th inning. It's Charlottesville 9, Covington 3. Top half of the 8th inning here at Crutchfield Park in Charlottesville, Virginia. Tommy Castillo will lead things off. It'll be 9-1-2. New pitcher for the Tom Sox is Dylan Janik. Janik, a rising sophomore, 6'5", big imposing pitcher. Right-hander out of College Station, Texas and Rice University. Coming out of Texas in the class of 2020, he was pretty highly rated recruit, the number 18 ranked right-handed pitcher according to Perfect Game. He winds and deals. The first pitch from him misses off the inside corner to Castillo, who's 0 for 2 today. 1 ball, no strikes. They said he goes to Rice.
Stands 6'4", 185.
1-0, misses outside, goes all the way to the backstop. 2 balls and no strikes. Sits around 92 miles an hour with his fastball. At Rice this season, he didn't have the best success. It's the 2-0. It's drilled to left center field. That one's going to find some grass out there. Sounded good off the bat, but really got knocked down by thicker air. And it'll be a leadoff single for Tommy Castillo, who's got his first hit of the season. And bring up Victor Castillo in the top of the Lumberjacks order. Victor Castillo, he's 0 for 2 today, walked and scored to lead off the game. Ground out to short in the 3rd and ground out to first in the 5th. But I was saying about Janik, only pitched 7 innings, 7 in the 3rd innings, as he deals the first pitch, and that misses outside, 1-0. Gave up 10 earned runs, walked 10 batters. Did strike out 5. Ended the season with a 12.27 ERA and a 2.32 whip. Certainly not ideal, but he's got good stuff, good life on his fastball. As breaking from first was Castillo. A long pause on the mound from Janik, and eventually Victor Castillo decides to call time at home plate. Tommy Castillo kind of started to go from first base trying to time up Janik, but he didn't budge. Quickly, Tommy Castillo put on the brakes and scampered back to first base. Try it again as Janik peers in. He's got his sign. Set at the belt. Now comes home, high leg kick. That pitch misses in the dirt and squeaks past Dials behind the plate. And advancing to second base was Tommy Castillo. So now a runner in scoring position. Nobody out for the Lumberjacks, who down by 6, 6 outs to go, trying to claw back into this game. They did at one point hold a 3-1 lead, but Tom Sox then came out, put up 4 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th, and 1 in the 7th. The 2-0 in the dirt, but blocked this time nicely by Dial to keep Castillo at second. 3 balls and no strikes to Victor Castillo. No relation to Tommy out there at second base. As
Tommy coming from Long Beach State, while Victor comes out of Florida.
A 3-0, that one finds the strike zone. 3 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, complete opposite sides of the country.
Yeah, Victor is a Florida born, but he goes to FAU.
Here's the 3-1. That one's fouled off. Count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Victor Castillo. He's already got a stolen base to his name today. Stole third base, and that was what forced the throwing error way back when in the first inning when we got started about 2.5 hours ago. There'll be a payoff pitch from Janik. Long righty. Now has his sign. Comes set, checks Castillo at second. Castillo bluffs again. Ball 4 in the dirt. So Victor Castillo walks. There's runners on first and second. Nobody out for Paxton Tomaney.
Batting for Covington, shortstop, number 2, Paxton Tomaney.
So a little bit of life here in the top half of the 8th inning for the Covington Lumberjacks. Haven't scored a run since the 4th. just got their first base runner since the 6th this inning. First pitch to Tomaney. That one is downstairs a little bit. 1 ball and no strikes. So last time they got a base runner was Jason Roberts. He walked to lead off the 6th inning, but was wiped out on a double play. They also went 1-2-3 back in the 5th, so really haven't had any scoring opportunities as both runners go, and this pitch is lifted out into shallow left field. Coming into play, this one is Urban, losing it a little bit in the lights, but able to regain himself and put it away for the first out. Runners both retreated back to first and second base, so a fly out to left field for Paxton Tomaney. That'll bring up the catcher, Jason Roberts, who we mentioned was, before this inning, the last Lumberjack to reach base after a walk back in the 6th. Wiped out on a double play, though, by Luis Espinal, who stands on deck. First and second, 1 out, top half of the 8th. Lumberjacks trailing the Tom Sox 9-3, but looking to make a little bit of noise here late. First pitch finds the inside corner. Good velocity there from Dylan Janik. Only 5 outs away from starting the season 1-0 are the Tom Sox.
Jason Roberts, also coming from Florida, Pensacola, goes to West Florida.
The 0-1 is tapped foul right behind home plate, over towards the on-deck circle on the third base side. No balls and 2 strikes. Way up in the count is Dylan Janik. Janik, a 2020 grad. Only 19 years old. Checks the runner at second. Checks again. Now comes home with the 0-2. Way inside. He almost hit Roberts, but ducking out of the way of that one. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Jason Roberts, also a 2020 grad. He was GSC Freshman of the Week March 9th with his team at West Florida.
Now he stands and waits for a 1-2. Here it is from Janik. Swung, hit back right at Janik. He goes to second for 1 and a miscommunication, and the ball goes into center field. And that'll bring Castillo home to score on the throwing error. And a miscommunication between Foster and Corpus at second base. And, you know, that's one of the issues, not really having a ton of time to get together. Typically when you see a runner on first base, the pitcher's going to step off the mound and look at usually the shortstop and say, hey, if it's hit to me, I'm going to you, and we're going to turn 2. Haven't really seen that so far from the Tom Sox, and that time it cost him a run. It's 9-4 now as Tommy Castillo comes in to score, and still first and second with 1 out. Reaching on the fielder's choice is Roberts, and then I'll bring up Luis Espinal.
Yeah, it's like you said, Zach, that's an issue that can come out of these summer leagues, these guys just getting together now.
First pitch to Espinal, misses up and inside, 1-0. And yeah, you know, that's just something that comes with chemistry, and you could see right now out there they're talking about it for next time, and it's the first game. Haven't had a ton of time together to practice. It's just something that comes with time, and by the end of the season, issues like that are ironed out, but it cost them a run there, and they still hold a 5-run lead as the 1-0 is hit on the ground over through the left side, rounding third, coming to the plate, and he's going to score without a throw is Castillo. As the ball squeaks through into left field, it's an RBI single for Luis Espinal, who gets his first hit of the day, and all of a sudden, it's a 9-6 ball game, and the tying run is at the plate in the form of Nathan Becker.
Batting for Covington, first baseman, number 7, Nathan Becker.
So Victor Castillo comes around to score on the RBI single from Luis Espinal. Jason Roberts stands out there at second. 1 out for Nathan Becker. The lefty, slightly closed stance, keeps his feet real close together, holds the bat high. First pitch from Janik, up and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Represents the tying run here in the top half of the 8th inning.
Luis Espinal, Miami, born and goes to University of Miami. Stands 6'1", 226 pounds.
The 1-0 ripped down the left field line and snared at third base A great play over there at third base by Bennett Pierce, robbing extra bases from Nathan Becker and keeping the lead at 4.
Batting
A
for
great
Covington,
play over there.
Second baseman number 9, Amani
Snaring
Larry.
it on the backhand for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Amani Larry. It's a 9-5 Tom Sox lead, top of the 8th inning. Highlight reel play there over there at third base. That was for sure going down the line, at least 2 bases, at least 1 run was going to score. Instead, there's 2 outs. So Amani Larry watches the first pitch downstairs, 1-0. 2 outs, runner still on first and second, but the lead preserved. Janik. Ready? Now the 1-0. Good little slider there, but it misses outside, and no bite from Larry. Larry 0 for 3 on the day. Chance to make this ball game interesting. The tying run stands on deck. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs. Top half of the 8th inning. 9-5 Tom Sox lead. Here's the pitch. That one finds the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Already 2 runs in for the Lumberjacks this inning, as there is action. A little bit of stirring down in the Tom Sox bullpen, but this is Janik's jam to get out of. You're going to let him finish this inning. Here's the 2-1. That one misses outside as well. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Should Larry reach, that'll bring up Christian Hall. He's got 2 RBIs and a single already today. Came with 2 outs. He represents the tying run right now. As Janik deals the 3-1. That one right there, full count. And the runners are going to be off with the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top half of the 8th inning. Beautiful night here in Charlottesville for some opening day baseball. And a crowd that represents that. All for free admission thanks to Carter Bank and Trust as Larry steps out before the payoff pitch. And a warning issued to the first base coach from the home plate umpire. Not entirely sure what happened, but it'll be a payoff pitch. Runners will be off with the pitch. Janik checks the runner at second, now comes home. Swinging a ground ball over towards second base. Corpus fields it, throws on to first, and gets the out. So the Lumberjacks get 2, but still trail by 4 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Tom Sox 9 and the Lumberjacks 5.
Here, Tom Sox 9.
Bottom half of the 8th inning, it's a 9-5 Tom Sox lead as a new pitcher for the Lumberjacks. It'll be left-handed pitcher out of Irvington, Alabama, and Arkansas Little Rock College, freshman Chance Vaught, as Trevor Candelario will lead things off on the season. Vaught for Arkansas Little Rock. First pitch to Candelario, big swing and a miss, 0-1. Only threw 4 innings, appeared in 7 games. In those 4 innings, gave up 10 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned, 5 walks, 15.75 ERA. So a rough go of it for the Trojans this season, but looking to make anew here in the summer. The 0-1 misses inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Good velocity on his fastball from the left side. Candelario so far today is 2 for 4. So he waits the 1-1. Big cut and a miss, 1-2. Candelario singled and came around to score back in the 5th, drove in a run as well, and he doubled in the 6th. Stranded out there. The lefty ready with the 1-2. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. Candelario goes down looking. Nice off-speed pitch, found the top of the zone. And 1 batter in, Vaught has his first strikeout.
Vaught was a 3-year letter winner at Mobile Christian School as both a pitcher and an outfielder, and helped lead the Leopards back-to-back Alabama Class 3A state tournament appearances, winning the title in 2018.
Lefty certainly got talent, as he deals the first pitch to Alex Urban, and it's fought off and hit foul down the left field line, out of play. Urban so far today comes in 1 for 4 with a strikeout, but he did have a big 2 RBI double back in the 5th inning that almost left the yard out in right field. Lefty on lefty matchup, slightly open stance for Urban. The 0-1 misses low, 1 ball and 1 strike. No action out in the Tom Sox bullpen. Nobody up for the top half of the 9th inning. A 1-1. Hit foul down the left field line, out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and Vaught again ahead in the count. Trying to get through the heart of this Tom Sox order that has really hit the ball well today. Tom Sox hitting it all over the place. 9 runs so far. They lead at 9-5 here, bottom half of the 8th inning. The 1-2. Breaking ball misses way upstairs. That one slipped. 2 balls and 2 strikes. To Alex Urban, one of a couple Clemson Tigers. Lots of Tigers on this roster. Clemson, Auburn. You name it, there's probably a Tom Sock that's a Tiger. 2-2, that one misses low, runs the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Urban. Out in left field today. Piecing together a nice at-bat here, trying to get a couple more insurance runs. Buffer this lead a little bit. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. So Vaught comes in, faces 2 batters and strikes them both out. And Mackenzie Pate is turning around and heading back to the dugout. And it looks like grabbing a bat is going to be Brett Lindsay. So Mackenzie Pate's day is done. He had a good day. He went 1 for 3, scored 2 runs. But now it's Brett Lindsay. Rising senior, 5'10", 170. Out of Eastern Mennonite, Hayes, Virginia. The righty waits, first pitch, hits the outside corner, 0-1. So Pate out, Lindsay in, holds the bat still on his back right shoulder. 0-1, that one misses in the dirt, 1-1. Played in 31 games this season, hit .314, 1 home run, 12 RBIs, stole 5 bases, scored 18 runs. Nice season for him this year at Eastern Mennonite. He awaits the 1-1. That one's high and away. 2 balls and 1 strike.
EMU's freshman of the year in his freshman year, 2017, 2018.
It'll be a 2-1 offering to him. Swung on and fouled back. Runs the count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes, majoring in recreational leadership and sports studies and minoring in coaching. So maybe you'll see him as a future coach someday. Right now he's trying to pad this 4-run lead that the Charlottesville Tom Sox have with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 8th, and he watches the fastball go high. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. A lot of different players seeing action today for Charlottesville. It'll be another payoff pitch to Brett Lindsay. This one is smoked out into center field, giving chase back to the track, leaping at the wall, and it looks like it got down out there in left center field, and hustling into third base with a 2-out triple is Brett Lindsay. Smoked it all the way out to the left center field fence. A leap at the wall by Victor Castillo, and everybody in the ballpark held their breath for a second to see if he had come up with it, but he did not, and all of a sudden, Charlottesville has a runner 90 feet away here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. 2 outs for the designated hitter, Will Haas. Charlottesville native was hit by a pitch his only time up. So a couple of reserves trying to score a late inning run for the Tom Sox as the first pitch misses outside.
And
1 ball and no strikes.
His whole family in the stands today, excited to see him up at bat for his 2nd time.
The lefty deals the 1-0. That misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. So after a promising start to the inning, striking out Candelario and Urban, he surrenders a 2-out triple to Brett Lindsay, who came in for Mackenzie Pate. Now the 2-0 to Haas. Misses high, 3 balls and no strikes. Trying to get on base for the 2nd time tonight is Haas. Should he reach, Corpus will come up. He's pieced together a nice day as well. It'll be a 3-0. And trying to scoop that one up and present it well was Roberts, but he couldn't. It missed low. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Haas, and he's been on base both times he's come to the plate. That'll bring up Matt Corpus. Corpus so far today, 2 for 4, drove in a run back in the 2nd, singled and stole a base in the 6th.
Matt Corpus.
Corpus had a little bit of a communication error with Cole Foster last inning on the ball back to the mound. Cost the Tom Sox a run, a chance to get that run right back as the runner's on 1st and 3rd, 2 outs, swings and misses at the first pitch, no balls and a strike. A big healthy hack though there from Corpus. Has the sign set at the belt, checks the runner at first, now comes home the 0-1. That one's in there, 1 ball and 1 strike. Corpus at Florida Southwestern, hit .315 this season. Really pieced together a nice season and has had a nice debut so far. Waits an 0-2 though, and here it is. Swing and a drive to left center field again. Giving chase is Castillo. He's gonna get to this one though and retire the side. So a 2-out triple and then a 2-out walk, but no runs come out of it. And the Tom Sox are 3 outs away from securing their first win of the season as they lead it 9-5 as we head to the top of the 9th.
Score remains
Bottom half of the ninth inning. The Charlottesville Tom Sox are 3 outs away from closing this one out. As new pitcher in for the Tom Sox here in the top of the ninth, Will Morrison out of Auburn. First pitch to Christian Hall, misses low. 1 ball and no strikes.
Morrison is a redshirt sophomore.
Had a good season down at Auburn. Pitched 19 2/3 innings to the tune of a 2.75 ERA. The next pitch swung on and missed. Correction, the first pitch was called a strike, so it's 0-2 now to Christian Hall. Comes into this at-bat 1 for 3 today. Had a 2 RBI single back in the 4th inning. Righty on lefty matchup. Hall, the lefty, awaits an 0-2. Ripped out into center field, but settling under that one, no problem putting it away for the first out of the inning. So Hall flies out to center, and with 1 out, that'll bring up Cole Fryman.
Batting for Covington, designated hitter number 8, Cole Fryman.
Fryman 0 for 3 so far today. 2 strikeouts looking and flew out to right field back in the 4th inning. Morrison looking to nail this one down for the Tom Sox.
6'2", 190, Alabama native, as you said.
First pitch in there for a strike. Not a safe situation right now, but for the Tigers this season, did have 1 save. It came against Florida. Came in, pitched 1/3 of an inning, got a strikeout. Righty stands on the first base side of the rubber. Kicks and deals. A good slider there, but no bite. Good take by Cole Fryman. It's a ball and a strike. Fryman, we've seen him late on some fastballs today.
Come right back with it. Get it up just about 3 inches. You'll be in the ballpark.
Morrison with some good velocity on his fastball. We'll see if he just tries to blow it past him there. Set at the letters. Kick steals the 1-1. That one misses low. 2 balls and a strike. Morrison in those 19 2/3 innings gave up 17 hits, had 15 strikeouts for the Auburn Tigers. Walked 9. He's ready with the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Little 2-seam fastball action there. Runs the count even. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Crowd really got to see a variety of pitchers today with all the changes and different styles that we've seen.
Really utilizing the bullpen today were the Tom Sox. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3 called. Fryman down looking for the 3rd time today, and the Tom Sox are 1 out away from an opening day victory. Great pitch there, froze him right at the knees. Fryman didn't like it. Struck out looking for the 3rd time today, and now Tommy Castillo, the last hope for the Covington Lumberjacks here on opening night at Crutchfield Park. Tom Sox looking to defend their 2019 title with a win on opening night. First pitch to Castillo. Swung on, fouled over towards the Tom Sox dugout. Hit the netting out in front, knocked over a couple bats. No balls and a strike.
As we said before, the Tom Sox are 1-4 in home openers. Their 1 win coming against the Lumberjacks. Looks like they might get number 2 here soon.
Set at the letters. Deep breath, now the 0-1. Swing, tap, out in front of the mound. Coming off the mound to field it is Morrison. Throw to first, low throw, scooped up, and that'll do it. The Charlottesville Tom Sox come out and defend their 2019 VBL title with a win on opening night over the Covington Lumberjacks 9-5.
First game in 688 days. You could tell the crowd was happy to be back. Sweet Caroline playing on the speakers. Everybody in good spirits.
7 p.m.
It was great to have the crowd back, and the free admission courtesy of Carter Bank and Trust. Free admission all season, so feel free to come out to see the Tom Sox. They'll be back in action tomorrow as they travel to Woodstock for a doubleheader, but then they'll be back in Charlottesville on Monday. So the Tom Sox victorious here on opening night, 9-5. Thank you so much for joining us. For Kelly Warner, I'm Zach Lambert. A big thanks from all the Tom Sox crew. Until next time, the Tom Sox win tonight over the Lumberjacks, 9-5.